Stop. Before you boil that pasta, there's a nationwide Listeria outbreak tied to prepared pasta meals. 27 sick, 25 hospitalized, 6 deaths across 18 states. This isn't a routine recall, it's a fast-moving mess sitting in fridges and freezers right now. You'll see which store-brand pastas were pulled, why Listeria thrives in the cold, and the quick kitchen sweep that actually makes your home safer. If you buy convenience pasta for busy nights, you need the checklist I'm about to show you, because symptoms can hit weeks later, and that makes the trail hard to see until it's too late. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Let's start with the part no one tells you when you grab that chilled pasta for a fast dinner. The cold shelf feels safe. Doors hum, dates look fresh, and the label says heat and eat. But the chill is part of the trap. These meals are designed to live in the fridge, ride trucks, and sit on end caps. That environment keeps most microbes sleepy. Not this one.
6 people are reported dead, nearly 30 more are sick right now due to a deadly Listeria outbreak. And right now it's impacting nearly half of the country. We have them listed for you on your screen there. They include California, Washington State, Texas, and Florida. The outbreak is tied to prepared pasta meals sold at major grocery chains like Kroger, Walmart, and Trader Joe's, spanning 18 states. Now, the FDA and the CDC are working to track down the source of the outbreak right now. In the meantime, consumers, of course, advised to check their fridges at home and to throw out any items listed under that recall.
Here's how the game works. One supplier cranks out tubs and trays of ready-to-eat and heat-and-eat pasta, complete with pre-cooked chicken, cream sauce, and sealed noodles. Retailers slot that same recipe into their own store brand, change the sleeve art and barcode, and roll it nationwide. You see different logos on different shelves. Under the hood, it's the same pipeline, the same factory line, the same gear stamping out meal after meal. But here's the kicker. Tests turned up the same genetic fingerprint of Listeria across products with different labels. That means the problem didn't start in one store's cooler or a single lazy backroom. It points upstream, closer to the source, where one batch can seed a week's worth of inventory across chains before anyone knows there's a hit. When distribution is wide and branding is split, the risk hides in plain sight. Let us talk about the bug itself in plain English.
On the Health Watch, 7 people have now died as part of a nationwide Listeria outbreak. It's been linked to a line of ready-to-eat pasta meals. Officials say 27 people have gotten sick across the U.S. This pasta was sold under multiple brand names at grocery stores, including Walmart, Kroger, and Trader Joe's. If you have ready-made pasta in your fridge or your freezer, check if it matches any of these recalled products. You can find all the information on them on both the FDA and the CDC website.
Listeria monocytogenes doesn't act like the usual food poisons that fade when you chill the food. It likes the fridge. It can sit in gravy and cling to pre-cooked meats. It tolerates the cold and keeps growing while everything else slows down. You eat it, you feel fine for a while, and then, days later or even much longer, it lands a punch. It's not just nausea. We're talking fever, muscle aches, gut trouble, and in high-risk people, it can invade the brain or threaten a pregnancy. That's why this category hits harder than a weekend bug. Think of cold storage like a snooze button for most bacteria. For Listeria, it's a gym membership. Time in the chill doesn't make it weaker. It exits stronger, toned up, ready to move once it warms inside your body. That twist flips the script on every keep refrigerated instinct you trust. This is not mild stomach trouble. People are getting sick, many are ending up in the hospital, and deaths have been reported. That's the scale we're dealing with. The slow start of symptoms makes the trail messy. You eat pasta in September and feel off in October, and by then the leftovers are gone and the package is in a landfill. Tracing that line back to a single supplier gets hard, which is why recalls keep expanding as new links show up. Now the recall chain, without fluff. It started with supplier-linked chicken fettuccine Alfredo, ready to eat, pre-cooked components, cream-based sauce. Then the net widened to other prepared pasta SKUs at multiple retailers. Marketside Linguine with beef meatballs and marinara went on the list, nationwide distribution, same supply web. Trader Joe's pulled a Cajun-style blackened chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Different stores, familiar form. Cooked meats, rich sauces, refrigerated shelf life. That's the pattern.
More cases and deaths have been linked to a Listeria outbreak in prepared pasta meals sold at major retailers.
These are pre-cooked meals. They're just warmed up. And therefore, that warming up is not sufficient to kill all of the Listeria.
A warning from the nation's top health agencies. Check your refrigerator and freezer for a number of different pasta meals. They may be contaminated with Listeria. California-based Nate's Fine Foods, which recalled more than 200,000 pounds of it in September. Symptoms of Listeria usually start 1 to 4 weeks after eating contaminated food, but can start as early as the same day or as late as 10 weeks. All have been recalled from stores including Walmart, Safeway, and Kroger's, though most had Best Buy dates that have already passed.
So what do you do right now? You go to your fridge and look for chilled, ready-to-eat or heat-and-eat pasta dishes with pre-cooked chicken, beef meatballs, or creamy Alfredo-style sauces under big store brands. Check use-by dates and lot codes against the posted recall pages. If it matches, it goes straight in the trash. Do not taste test it. Do not freeze it for later. Treat any open trays, drips, or leaked sauce as a contamination source for shelves and drawers. You might want to think about where those trays sat. The deli shelf, your fridge door, the cutting board you used to open a leaky pack. Listeria can transfer from liquid on a sleeve to the glass shelf, then into the groove by the crisper. Wipe those contact spots now, before we clean deeper in the next step. If you handled one of the recalled items, wash your hands after trashing it, then clean the bin lid and the path to the outside can. The core categories on the recall list are simple, ready-to-eat chicken fettuccine Alfredo, and related prepared pasta dishes from major store brands, plus the meatball and marinara trays linked through the same supply line. If your label and lot number line up with the posted recall, toss it. Refund later. Safety first. Now let's move on to the simple kitchen sweep that actually removes Listeria, and when it's time to call a doctor if you ate one of these meals and start feeling off. Convenience pasta isn't the villain. The black box of suppliers and a bug that likes the cold are. Cook from dry when you can. During an outbreak, treat chilled ready-to-eat meals like raw risk. Now the move. Check your fridge and freezer against the current recall list on FDA, USDA, and major retailer pages. If it matches, toss it. Clean shelves, drawers, and tools with a bleach solution. Wash hands, then trash bag handles. If you ate the recalled items and symptoms hit, call your doctor and report to health authorities. Like and subscribe to help us keep the spotlight on the food industry's best-kept secrets.